The rain drummed softly against the windows as Ava curled up on the couch, her bare feet tucked beneath her. The dim light of the living room cast warm shadows across the space, a place that had felt like home for nearly 2 years now. She traced the rim of her wine glass with her fingers, watching Leo from across the room. He was pacing, phone in hand, his usual confident smirk softened by something unreadable in his expression. Ava trusted him. She always had. Leo was magnetic, bold, charismatic, the kind of man who could turn a mundane grocery run into an adventure. People gravitated toward him, and she never minded. At least, she didn't think she did. But something about tonight felt off. When he finally hung up, he hesitated before meeting her gaze. "That was Callie," he said, the name slicing through the quiet. Ava took a slow sip of her wine, forcing herself to keep her expression neutral. "Your ex?" She reached out. "She's in town." The words hung between them, unspoken questions filling the space. Ava nodded, not trusting herself to speak. She knew Leo's past with Callie, how she had been a storm that swept through his life, leaving chaos in her wake. Their relationship had burned fast and bright, but it had ended. Badly. Ava had never met her, but she had heard enough. "She wants to grab coffee," Leo continued, rubbing the back of his neck. "To catch up." Ava's chest tightened, though she wasn't sure if it was jealousy or something deeper. "Are you considering it?" Leo exhaled, running a hand through his hair. "I don't know. I told her I'd think about it." Ava nodded again, her fingers tightening around the glass. She had always believed that love was built on trust, not possession. Leo was with her, not Callie. But something about this, something about the way he looked when he said her name, unsettled her. Over the next few days, the thought festered. Leo was still himself, attentive, affectionate. But there was a distance she couldn't quite place. And then, late one evening, she saw it. His phone, face up on the kitchen counter. A text. "Callie, it was good seeing you today. I've missed you." Ava's stomach dropped. She wasn't the kind of woman who checked phones or snooped through messages. But this wasn't paranoia. He hadn't told her he met up with her. He had kept it from her. When he walked in, his smile faltered the moment he saw her face. "You saw the message." Ava set the phone down carefully. "You told me you hadn't decided." Leo sighed, pinching the bridge of his nose. "I didn't want to upset you. It was just coffee, Ava. Nothing more." "Then why didn't you tell me?" Silence. She knew why. The next few weeks became a quiet battle. Leo insisted nothing was happening, but Ava could feel the shift. He was distracted, on edge, and Callie wasn't going away. She started showing up at events, at the bar where they had their weekly date nights. A casual smile here, a lingering touch there. Ava could see it, the way Callie played her part effortlessly, the way Leo, despite his insistence that it meant nothing, didn't exactly push her away. One night, after another run-in with Callie, Ava had had enough. "You still love her, don't you?" The words left her mouth before she could stop them. Leo's eyes darkened. "That's not fair." "Isn't it?" Her voice was steady, but inside she was crumbling. "You say I have nothing to worry about, but she's everywhere, and you let her be." Leo exhaled sharply. "Ava, I'm with you. I chose you." "Then act like it." It was a breaking point. Leo stormed out that night, and for the first time in 2 years, Ava slept alone. The next few days were hollow. She refused to be the insecure girlfriend, the one who begged for reassurance. If he loved her, if he truly wanted her, she shouldn't have to fight for his attention. Then one evening, there was a knock at her door. Leo, rain-soaked, exhausted, and looking at her like she was the only thing keeping him standing. "I was wrong," he said, voice raw. "I thought I could just be indifferent, that it didn't matter if Callie was around. But I see it now. I wasn't protecting us. I wasn't protecting you." Ava's breath hitched. "I let her stay in my life because a part of me wanted to prove I had moved on. But the truth is, I don't need to prove it." He stepped closer, his hands trembling as they reached for hers. "You are my present, my future, and I should have never made you question that." Ava studied him, searching for any hesitation, any doubt. But there was none. For the first time in weeks, she let herself exhale. "I don't need you to be perfect, Leo," she said quietly. "I just need you to be honest." He nodded, pulling her into his arms. "I will be. Always." Callie was a ghost from his past, but Ava wasn't going to fight ghosts. She was going to stand firm in the love they had built. And as she felt Leo hold her tighter, she knew this was their turning point. Not an ending, but a choice. A choice they would make together every single day.